This session we will be focusing on the worksheets listed. Turn to the correct page in your book or get your individual worksheets ready. Stress. The signs. So, what are the signs of stress? How do you feel? What do you think? How do you behave? On a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being very stressed and 10 being not stressed at all, how stressed do you feel going into an exam situation? Though you can vary this and put it as a different scenario. So 0 is very stressed and 10 not stressed at all. What are you doing that lets you know you are at this point on the scale? What would need to happen or change for you to move up 1 point on the scale? And at what point on the scale would be good enough for you to be going into the exam or stressful situation? Complete the questions on your worksheet and discuss with your key worker. Now, is there an opportunity here to set a self-target? Let's take a look at how you react to stress, looking at your thinking, your feelings, your behaviour and how your body reacts. This is because every person reacts differently when stressed. We'll look at some of the main or more common examples. What happens in your body? Maybe your heart rate increases, your breathing becomes faster, and you start to sweat more. Do your muscles tense up? Or your mind becomes more alert? Or is there something else? Now let's take a look at your mind at the time of feeling stressed. Is there a feeling of chaos? Maybe of racing thoughts, unable to concentrate? Or do you have negative thoughts and predictions? Or is there something else? Behaviour. How does stress make you behave? Do you avoid the situation? Maybe procrastinate? That's do other random things. In an exam situation, do you cram the information? Or do you overeat or oversleep? Or is there something else that you do? Complete all the boxes on your worksheet and discuss with your key worker. This will give you a starting point of understanding how stress affects you and to look at challenging these unhelpful techniques. By doing this, it will allow you to positively control your stress. Unhelpful thinking styles. Now that you've started to identify your negative techniques, let's take a look at the main unhelpful thinking styles to gain a better understanding. Overgeneralising is seeing a pattern based upon a single event or being overly broad in the conclusions that we draw. It's drawing a general conclusion about your ability, your performance or your worth. An example could be, the last exam I got a D, I'm just going to fail everything. All or nothing thinking, sometimes called black and white thinking. If I'm not perfect, I have failed. Either I do it right or not at all. Jumping to conclusions. Now there are two types here. There's mind reading, imagining we know what others are thinking. And there's fortune telling, which is predicting the future. Labelling. It's assigning labels to ourselves and other people, such as I'm a loser, I'm completely useless, oh they're such an idiot. Magnification. It's blowing things out of proportion or inappropriately shrinking something to make it seem less important. And there's critical words. Using critical words like should, must, ought can make us feel guilty or like we have already failed. If we apply should to other people, the result is often frustration. Do any of your earlier recognised responses to stress fall under any of these styles? Have a think and discuss with your key worker. Having looked at the main unhelpful thinking techniques and linking them to you in your stressful situations, now is the time to challenge your unhelpful thinking. Remember, when you focus on problems, you'll actually have more problems. Think of a time you've struggled with stress, but things actually went well. How did you get through it? What skills and techniques did you use? Complete your worksheet and discuss with your key worker. It's self-target time. What targets can you set yourself if you're in this situation again? What techniques will you put in place? You should review your personal techniques as and when you challenge each stressful situation. This will allow you to develop your best personal stress-busting toolkit. Remember, stress can be positive and help you focus and perform, but too much can have a negative impact.